We're in round 1. We're going to keep this hand. Another green-black deck. Okay. So let's play the desert here. Could play the companion now, but we're actually just going to play the Sandwalla. This lets us play Trial on turn 3. Or Harrier Naga, depending on what my opponent plays, I suppose. So I have to remember, if they don't play something that's a 3/3, to attack with the Frilled Sandwalla first. Okay, so I can attack into that and then play the, we'll play the Harrier Naga. Makes more sense. So we attack. Okay, we'll just eat your guy for 2 mana. Seems good to me. So best use of mana next turn would be Initiate's Companion plus Dagger of the Worthy. So I probably am okay doing that. Sure. Attack into that. Could even pump. Let's attack first. Okay, so now it probably makes more sense to go tap Desert, Harrier Naga, because then next turn I can play the Archfiend. Alright. That seems fine. We had deserts for days. I guess Archfiend gets a lot worse. The 5/5 afflict 3, and then I can put a bunch of -1/-1 counters on it. Okay. So we want to cast as many spells as we can next turn. So I guess I can attack with Harrier Naga. Because if they block with Ami Eternal, then I just play 2 spells. Okay. So we'll offer my companion. Okay. So this makes it so all creatures able to block it have to. Alright. And a wretched camel, got it. So probably sandbag the well, Tormented Venom's pretty excellent here, so one card left in their hand. So I guess we'll just attack with the Harrier Naga. They could double block, but we get both off the board. I'm trying to think if there's something else I can do. I'm not sure. I think we'll just attack like this. If they want to double block, that's actually okay. Just single block to get another attacker. That's alright too. So if they cast the lead, we can just kill it in response, I imagine. I guess I still kind of want to sandbag the Evolving Wilds in case I have to discard. But I do need 6 mana at some point. Alright, let's just pass. So leading on that, which is fine. Then we torment the Amid Eternal. Actually, maybe I should have done it on the Bone Picker and then, yeah, that wasn't right. So I should have done, well, no, I would have had to, I guess I have to block the camel, so I kind of did need to do it to that dude. But I wanted to kill that Bone Picker, that's what I wanted. So we're going to lose our Beast too, which kind of sucks, and we have to discard, which kind of sucks, but we're not quite dead yet. Probably going to end up trading our Archfiend for a Bone Picker, though, which is not fantastic. Did they not change? Oh, they didn't change the order? Alright, they screwed that up. Screwed that up bad. Keeping our 4-2 is pretty nice. Oh, they don't even have a desert? Guess I should have paid attention to that. So we can attack with our 4-2. Play the Archfiend. Play the Evolving Wilds. We'll crack it now. Pass. So can we afford to take 3? If they have a pump spell, we die. If they have a life-losing thing, we die. Otherwise, I can try and kill them on the backswing. Because I can put dagger, that's 7. But if they play a blocker, they can block our 2 dudes. I think we block here, actually. Because if they have another blocker, they get to play there. We can't smash back with Archfiend. I don't really want to go to 1 life. It seems kind of likely they would either have a pump spell or a ritual. Okay, so they have 2 creatures. Naga's pretty good. So if they attack, if I play the Naga, let's see. So I have enough to play Naga plus play an equipped dagger, which means I should play the dagger, attack with the Naga. 5, they can double block though. So I can do it on the beast, but then they just trade for the zombie. I guess it makes the most sense to just play the Naga and equip it with the dagger. So we can trade the beast for the Ronus' stalwart. No cards left in my opponent's hand, so that's good. I can trade, like I said, trade a beast for a stalwart, which is fine. It's a better trade for us than a beast for a zombie. So if we attack with the Naga and the beast, they at least have to block. They just have to block the beast, I guess. Kind of tells me they have like a trick if they're doing this, which is worrisome. So I think we go this. We're going to go like this. Like we do, well they didn't, maybe they didn't have a trick, I'm not sure. But I still think it was fine to do that there. Because if they did have a trick, they would just win. Carrion Screecher, okay. Well, I guess we force the block and then hope to top deck better. Uh-oh. Well, at least they're missing 2. Well, Tormented Venom. Very good draw there. I'm sandbagging the land now in case of like Unburden or something. Do they just die to Tormented Venom because they wouldn't have another card to discard? I just realized that. Okay. They have the card to discard now. They would just die if they didn't have that card in hand, which is kind of funny. Probably need to Torment now, though, I guess. Just in case I rip, like, my 6-drop. I mean, I need to deal with this anyway, so. So they have to discard the card in their hand, which is nice, I guess. It's probably just a land, though. No, it was a cartouche of strength, so that's cool. There we go. Now they're definitely dead, I feel like, because even if they get the creature, we get to lethal sting it, which is pretty nasty. Alright, so we're playing Mirror Match. Their deck seems pretty decent. Not much of a sideboard plan that I see, so we'll probably just run it back. So 6 lands and a Quarry Hauler, but we do have 2 deserts. We probably keep then. Seems a little bit awkward, but double desert to cycle Quarry Hauler, I don't know. I think it's fine, actually. So we'll use the Evolving Wilds to get our swamp. Well, that was actually a good rip. Huh, that's interesting. Alright. We'll go Sandwall at turn 1. This is a bit strange. Just because now I'm in this position where it's like... Actually, this is fine. I can start putting the mana into Frilled Sandwalla and be happy enough about it. They do have a desert, but this seems fine to me too, actually. So we'll smash with Sandwalla. And I will trade a card in hand for... we're actually going to pump. That was odd last game, wasn't it, when they didn't do that? Or when they just blocked my dude? It seemed like an odd choice. Rajmir, okay. It's pretty cool. Card's good. So next time we're just playing the Harrier Naga. Or we could play the Evolving Wilds and pump again. Because they're going to be able to copy our Harrier Naga. But now we have 2. Alright, we're just going to start pumping out Harrier Nagas. So I attack the Harrier Naga, they can block the Sandwalla. I think we just play Evolving Wilds, get the swamp now. Play another Naga and pass. Then at some point, Festering Mummy with Quarry Hauler, maybe get us some additional -1/-1 counters, which is nice. So if they attack with the Sandwalla, we just take it. Okay. So now we can start swinging with stuff and things. Actually, the Festering Mummy looks really good here. So let's just smash with all 3. Because we're getting a pretty mighty attack here. And then I probably just play one of the deserts. They haven't blocked yet. Double blocking. That's pretty solid. So let's just pump the Sandwalla. And we'll shed weakness this guy. Yes. Kill both of those. We'll discard a desert. And then we'll play the other one and the Festering Mummy. So we actually do have some 5 and 6 in here. I'm at Eternal, okay. Alright, so they play Ahmed Eternal. Attacking with the flyer. Seems fine. So land here is actually better than you might think. So we swing with the team here. They do get to copy their own Ahmed Eternal, but then we get to kill, well, depending on how they block, I guess, but I think we're going to take a little bit of casualty here, but overall this is the right move. So they're probably going to copy their own Ahmed Eternal, and then we can Quarry Hauler and put the additional counter on the, well, whatever one they block with, I suppose. So they do copy the dude we expect them to. We're going to kill the real version of it, not the copied version, depending on how they block, of course. Okay. So we pump. I mean, they get pretty huge value here, which does suck, but the problem is if I don't do this, I feel like I just lose. So it takes the 3 damage, and then we play the Quarry Hauler. It gets the counter, and then we put an additional 1 on the real version of it. Okay. So they still have Mirage Mirror up, which I presume can copy our Quarry Hauler. Which is decent. And this has a -1/-1 counter on it if ever. That's actually good to know. So if it ever turns into a creature again, it's going to be, it would be like a 3/2 Quarry Hauler instead of a 4/3. That's actually, I like that. I wonder if they can just keep copying Festering Mummy then? Maybe they thought because it would enter the battlefield, they'd be able to remove the counter. But I think they well, they can only copy the Festering Mummy once, and then it just immediately dies and puts a -1/-1 counter on. Attacking for 6. Well, we can afford to take 6. But I'm not sure that you can. Okay. So If we attack with the Sandwall and the Quarry Hauler, they have to block. Could attack with the Mummy too, because they have to block one of our other guys anyway. So get in for 4. Kind of our last turn to kill our opponent. Because they can just, if they get in for 3 here and they live. I mean, these guys are both lethal now, which is good, but the Mummy is not lethal. Okay. Hmm. Attack doesn't exactly make sense, does it? Maybe it does, and I'm not seeing something, but... Oh, Lethal Sting. Well, that's nice. So now we Lethal Sting the Naga. Put a minus counter on that, and then neg that. Kill that, kill that, swing team, kill my opponent. Okay, cool. Got round 1. Let's go to round 2.